I give public notice that Morgan Helen Margaret Lillian is duly elected as the Member of Parliament for the North Shropshire constituency.
Well, no question, this was a major political earthquake in North Shropshire last night. A 34% swing to the Liberal Democrats away from the Conservatives. The 7th biggest swing in a by-election since the Second World War. And remember, Owen Paterson, the former Conservative MP who resigned over those sleaze allegations, which really started this very torrid period for Boris Johnson and his government. He had a near 23,000 majority at the 2019 general election. That was completely wiped out by the Lib Dem candidate Helen Morgan last night, who won with a majority of nearly 6,000.
Boris Johnson, the party is over. Your government, run on lies and bluster, will be held accountable. It will be scrutinised, it will be challenged, and it can and will be defeated.
This, of course, is a hugely pro-Brexit area. It voted nearly 57% to back Brexit in the 2016 referendum. And of course, the Lib Dems are the most pro-EU party. So on so many fronts, this was a major shock, which is being digested this morning by Conservative Party MPs and Conservative Party headquarters. Why did the Conservatives lose? Well, speak to Conservative MPs who were on the ground in North Shropshire over the last couple of weeks, and they will tell you that there was an appetite to really send the government a message, first of all over the sleaze allegations, but then of course by the end of the campaign we had all these claims about unlawful Christmas parties in Downing Street, and of course the return of COVID with the Omicron variant and the prospect of further lockdowns. MPs were saying to me that voters there were just really fed up and wanted to send the government a message. And they will be hoping that this, of course, won't be replicated come a general election, that it's a sort of mid-term classic protest vote in a by-election. But judging by some of the voices that are out there this morning, people like Geoffrey Clifton Brown, who is treasurer of the 1922 Backbench Committee, he's told the Standard today that Boris Johnson has 3 months to shape up, or he might have to go. And we've also heard on the airwaves from Sir Roger Gale, who was very much pro-Remain, it should be said, but has made it quite clear that he thinks Johnson's had 2 strikes, 1 more strike, and he will be out. I think the vast majority of Conservative MPs understand that to have a leadership challenge now would be incredibly self-indulgent and potentially suicidal for them, just as the country is going into another COVID crisis and potentially tighter restrictions. But look a bit further down the track into 2022 and you see there are a couple of reasons why there might be another time for judgment on Boris Johnson if he doesn't improve or reset his government in the next few months. The first is the local elections come May, where if the Conservatives suffer at the ballot box again, that could lead to further jitters about Boris Johnson's leadership. And then there's the question of the economy, and this could be the real moment of peril for Boris Johnson. We've got new tax rises, national insurance rises, which come into force in April. We're already seeing that inflation and the cost of living is really jumping up. Interest rates were put up by the Bank of England this week. So I think if people really start to feel the squeeze in their pockets, then that could be a moment of great danger for Boris Johnson.